The dark forest hypothesis offers one of the most chilling explanations for why we haven't detected alien life. Proposed by Chinese science fiction author Liu Cixin and expanded upon by scientists, it suggests the universe operates like a dark forest filled with armed hunters. Every civilization is a hunter hiding in the shadows, staying silent because revealing their location could mean instant annihilation. The logic is coldly rational. When civilizations are separated by light years, communication takes decades or centuries, and there's no time to build trust or negotiate. You can't know if another species is peaceful or predatory, technologically superior or inferior. Because the stakes are existential survival and the information is incomplete, the safest strategy is either total silence or preemptive destruction of any detected civilization. What makes this scenario genuinely terrifying is the concept of technological explosions. A civilization that seems harmless today might develop relativistic weapons within decades. Projectiles traveling at near light speed with the destructive power of all Earth's nuclear arsenals combined. In this framework, humanity's radio broadcasts and space probes aren't bold exploration. They're dangerous gambles that could attract the attention of something far more advanced and utterly ruthless. The Great Filter Theory, proposed by economist Robin Hanson, provides a sobering framework for understanding cosmic silence. It suggests there's at least one nearly insurmountable barrier in the evolutionary path from lifeless matter to spacefaring civilization. This filter is so difficult that almost no species successfully passes through it. The disturbing question is whether this filter lies behind us or ahead of us. If the hardest step was early, perhaps the origin of life itself, or the development of complex cells, then we're extraordinarily lucky survivors, possibly alone in the galaxy. But if the filter lies ahead, it means something consistently destroys technological civilizations before they can spread to the stars. Recent research suggests multiple potential late filters. Artificial intelligence might inevitably surpass and eliminate its creators. Climate collapse might be unavoidable. Nuclear war, engineered pandemics, or resource depletion could all serve as universal civilization killers. The more Earth-like planets astronomers discover, the worse our odds become. Each discovery of simple alien life would paradoxically be bad news. It would prove early steps are easy, and strongly suggest the fatal barrier still awaits us. The Berserker hypothesis proposes that self-replicating machines, originally created by an ancient civilization for exploration or defense, have become autonomous exterminators systematically sterilizing the galaxy. Named after Fred Saberhagen's science fiction concept, these machines would reproduce themselves using materials from asteroids and planets, then seek out and destroy any signs of intelligent life. Unlike biological civilizations, these machines face no time pressure. They don't age, don't need food, and don't suffer from boredom during centuries-long journeys between stars. A single malfunctioning probe could spawn millions of copies across the galaxy over a few million years, barely an instant in cosmic time. What makes this scenario uniquely horrifying is its mindless inevitability. These aren't evil aliens you could negotiate with. They're following programming with no capacity for mercy or awareness of what they're destroying. Every technological signature humanity broadcasts becomes a beacon for automated annihilation. By the time a civilization detects approaching berserkers, their technology might be hopelessly inadequate for defense. Perhaps the most philosophically unsettling scenario is that advanced civilizations reach a technological singularity and then become either completely indifferent to us or incomprehensibly insane from our perspective. After merging with machines or transitioning to pure information-based existence, they may abandon all recognizable goals like exploration or communication. These post-singularity entities might retreat into vast internal simulations where they experience billions of subjective years in seconds of external time. They could transform into planetary-scale consciousnesses or manipulate physics in ways we can't detect. To such beings, humanity might register less than bacteria registers to us, not worthy of hostility, but simply beneath the threshold of relevance. The truly disturbing aspect is the collapse of any hope for understanding. These aren't hostile aliens or peaceful neighbors. They're entities that have left the entire concept of civilization behind. They might reshape star systems as unconsciously as we reshape landscapes while building highways. In this scenario, we exist in a cosmos full of godlike intelligence, but that intelligence has no more interest in communicating with us than we have in negotiating with the bacteria in our gut. The cosmic quarantine scenario proposes that advanced civilizations have deliberately isolated Earth, enforcing an interstellar containment protocol until humanity reaches certain developmental thresholds, or permanently, if we're deemed too dangerous. So why would they quarantine us? Humanity might be considered a contamination risk. Our aggressive tendencies and self-destructive behaviors could threaten galactic stability. Our biology might carry dangerous pathogens. Our ideologies might destabilize alien societies. What makes this scenario deeply unsettling is the implication of technological superiority so vast they can enforce our prison without us knowing it exists. They might redirect our radio signals, making us electromagnetically invisible. They could maintain surveillance networks using technology we can't detect. Most disturbing. They might manipulate our development, subtly steering our evolution to keep us contained. We might believe we're freely advancing, while in reality we're subjects in a controlled experiment, or prisoners who don't even realize they're in a cell. The time-locked civilization scenario suggests intelligent species exist throughout the galaxy, but they're separated by time rather than space. Civilizations may rise and fall across billions of years in non-overlapping windows of existence, like ships passing in the night across an ocean so vast they never see each other's lights. Consider the mathematics. The galaxy is over 13 billion years old, while human technological civilization has existed for merely a few hundred years. Even if a civilization lasts 10,000 years at detectability, the odds of two civilizations existing simultaneously and close enough to communicate are astronomically small. We might explore the galaxy and find it littered with ruins. Dead Dyson swarms, terraformed worlds return to lifelessness. Archaeological sites containing technologies we can reverse engineer, but no one to explain them. Or we might be too early, shouting into a future where civilizations will eventually emerge, but cannot hear us because we'll be extinct millions of years before they develop radio telescopes. The universe isn't empty. It's a graveyard of the past and a nursery of the unborn, and we're wandering through the interval between populations. One of the most philosophically disturbing scenarios is that alien civilizations possess moral systems so fundamentally incompatible with ours that peaceful contact becomes impossible. Morality isn't a universal constant. It's shaped by biology, evolutionary pressures, and survival strategies that might be radically different elsewhere. Imagine encountering a species whose entire ethical framework is inverted from ours. What we consider kindness, helping others, showing mercy, they might view as weakness or cosmic offense. Their concept of virtue might center on domination or ritual violence. They might consider communication with outsiders a violation of sacred purity. The implications are terrifying because conflict would arise not from misunderstanding, but from genuine, irreconcilable moral conviction. Our attempts at diplomacy could be interpreted as threats requiring immediate violent response. We could face species that sincerely believe destroying us is morally necessary. Evolutionary biology shows that traits deemed moral typically improve survival in specific contexts, but those contexts shape wildly different value systems. We can't assume aliens share even basic ethical axioms like suffering is bad or intelligent life has value. The parasite civilization scenario suggests the most successful alien species might not build empires. They evolve to infiltrate, exploit, and consume other civilizations biologically, technologically, or cognitively. Instead of conquering with fleets, they infect through information, spreading like viruses through any civilization naive enough to make contact. Parasitism is extraordinarily successful on Earth. If evolution follows similar patterns elsewhere, parasitic strategies could scale to technological civilizations. These aliens might embed themselves in communication signals, waiting dormant until decoded. Their language itself could be cognitohazardous, containing ideas that reshape how you think, subtly rewriting your values until you're serving their interests. You might receive alien mathematical theorems that seem purely beneficial until you realize they've restructured your AI systems to pursue alien objectives. You adopt their biotechnology, unaware it's rewriting your genome. By the time you understand what's happened, you're no longer fully yourself. The most disturbing aspect is that this doesn't require faster than light travel. It's an information weapon that travels at light speed and uses your own curiosity against you. In this scenario, every SETI search becomes Russian roulette. The panspermia hypothesis proposes something deeply strange. Earth's life, including humanity, might have extraterrestrial origins. Simple organisms could have traveled between star systems inside meteorites, frozen and dormant for millions of years. This isn't fringe science. We found Earth bacteria that survived years in space, and Martian meteorites have been discovered on Earth. Some versions suggest life was deliberately seeded by ancient civilizations. Earth's genetic code is remarkably uniform, suggesting a single origin. Life appeared suspiciously quickly after Earth became habitable, perhaps too quickly for local genesis. If we are the aliens, several disturbing implications follow. Our creators might still exist, watching their experiment. We might be genetically programmed with purposes we don't understand. We might someday encounter our cousins. Some type of other world seeded by the same ancient program. Most unsettling. If life is routinely seeded across the galaxy, the universe might be full of biospheres descended from a single ancient source, making us cosmic monoculture. We think we're searching for aliens, but we might be searching for distant relatives who've evolved along different branches of a tree planted long before Earth existed. These scenarios represent some of the most unsettling possibilities science and philosophy have produced for explaining why the cosmos seems so silent. Whether we're alone, hiding, quarantined, or simply out of sync with everyone else, the answer will undoubtedly reshape everything we think we know about our place in the universe. If you want to keep exploring the strangest corners of science and space, subscribe and check out this video next.